If you feel like things are moving faster than ever before, well, you're right. Forget the slow, steady march of progress. We are living through what's being called the Great Acceleration, a time of technological change so fast, so profound. It's not just about new gadgets anymore. It's about fundamentally rewriting the code of our world. And it's happening at a speed that is, let's be honest, both exhilarating and kind of terrifying.
And this isn't some abstract future concept. I mean, just look at this timeline. In the span of a few weeks, we saw OpenAI's latest model pass a huge AGI benchmark. Then, bam, NVIDIA unveils a personal AI supercomputer. And right after that, a $500 billion plan for US AI infrastructure gets announced. This isn't slow and steady evolution. This is a full-blown revolution happening in real time. The future is arriving faster than we can even process.
And that breakneck speed, it creates this dangerous gap. You see it right here in this quote. Technology is just sprinting ahead, while our rules, our laws, our ability to actually govern it are just lagging way, way behind. Now, this isn't just some boring policy debate. This is the central challenge of our time. It's in that gap between the innovation and the oversight where we're going to find both our greatest opportunities and, our most serious threats. Okay, so where is all this acceleration actually taking us? Well, for starters, we are gaining the power to rewrite the fundamental source codes of our world. We're talking about intelligence and life itself. Through the twin revolutions of artificial intelligence and what's called synthetic biology, we are gaining this incredible, unprecedented control over the very building blocks of our existence. So, you might be wondering, how is AI getting so smart so fast? Well, one of the key breakthroughs is something called the mixture of experts model. It's actually a pretty cool idea. Instead of having one single giant know-it-all AI, you can think of it like a team of specialists. You've got a manager or a gating mechanism that gets a complex problem. It then breaks that problem down and sends the pieces to the right expert. One for math, one for writing, one for design. The combined result is way more efficient and way more accurate. It's a simple concept, but it's a huge reason AI is advancing at this incredible pace. But all this incredible intelligence, it comes at a staggering cost. AI has this insatiable appetite for energy. It's so massive that it's kicking off what some are calling an AI nuclear renaissance. I mean, you've got tech giants, Google, Amazon, Oracle, now looking at building their own nuclear reactors just to keep their data centers humming. It's a wild reminder that our digital world has a very, very real and very large physical footprint. Now let's switch gears to the other foundational code we're starting to rewrite, life itself. Welcome to the fascinating world of synthetic biology. This is where scientists combine the crazy precision of CRISPR gene editing with the design power of AI. And with that combo, they can literally engineer microbes to do amazing things, from creating clean biofuels to producing life-saving medicines. Think about that for a second. We're not just editing life anymore, we are programming it. And of course, this is a classic double-edged sword, which this slide lays out perfectly. On the one hand, the promise is just breathtaking. You could have designer microbes that eat plastic waste, or stem cells programmed to heal our bodies from the inside out. But on the other hand, as this powerful technology gets cheaper and easier for more people to access, well, it opens the door to all sorts of new and unpredictable dangers that our current safety nets just aren't built to handle. And this is where things get really intense. This image, it's not science fiction. This is a very real potential future of warfare. You're looking at soldiers with neural helmets directly connected to a swarm of drones, feeding real-time battlefield data straight into their brains. This is so much more than just advanced gear. This is the true fusion of human and machine, and it will completely redefine what it means to be human in the most extreme circumstances imaginable. So these powerful new tools, they're not just staying in labs or on battlefields. No, they're already seeping into our everyday lives. And they're blurring the lines between the physical and the digital, between what's real and what's artificial. Our very definition of reality, it's totally up for grabs. And get this, AI is now reaching into our past and our future, changing our relationship with both. On one side, you have projects creating synthetic memories, using AI to generate realistic images of moments that were never actually photographed. And on the other, you have post-human AI, technology that can bring the voices of people who have passed away back to life. This isn't just a clever tech trick. It's a fundamental shift in how we think about memory, identity, and even the finality of death itself. This redefinition of reality is also changing how we work. And that number on the screen, 74%, that's not just a statistic. That represents millions of real people who feel constant pressure to work faster and harder, all because they know they're being watched by sophisticated workplace monitoring systems. It's a story of rising stress and anxiety in the modern workplace, all captured in one number. And this surveillance, it's spreading. It's not just in the office anymore. In the workplace, sure, it's about monitoring your productivity, your location, even your biometrics. But now, in our schools, the laptops that are handed out to kids often come with software that enables constant monitoring of everything they do. And a lot of the time without the students or their families even knowing about it. The watchful eye of technology is becoming a constant and often invisible part of our lives. So with all this, what kind of digital future are we actually building? This slide presents two very different paths for something like the metaverse. Are we going to create the industrial nervous system, a version that streamlines global supply chains and actually helps us solve real-world problems? Or are we going to end up in the hollow world, a digital escape from a reality that we've given up on trying to fix? The choice, really, is ours to make. And that brings us to maybe the most important point of all, the future. It isn't something that just happens to us. It's something we build, choice by choice. The direction of this great acceleration isn't set in stone. It's not inevitable. It will be determined by the decisions we make together, starting right now. And make no mistake, these choices are already being made on a global stage. The race for AI dominance has kicked off a new kind of Cold War, a chip war. You've got the US and China making these huge strategic moves to control the future of the technology. We're talking massive government investments like the CHIPS Act and strategic export bans on the most advanced chips. The battle for AI supremacy is heating up, and the stakes, well, they couldn't be higher. So, in the middle of this fierce global competition, how do we make sure that AI develops in a way that actually benefits all of humanity? Well, that's where this idea of AI governance comes in. It's basically the rule book we urgently need to write for this new era. It's about creating the systems, the policies, the international agreements to manage the risks and make sure this incredibly powerful technology serves our shared values. So, in the end, we're left with this one big question. The Great Acceleration is here, it is happening, and it's not slowing down. We have the power to shape what comes next, but that window of opportunity is closing fast. So the real question isn't just how do we choose our direction, it's will we choose before the choice is made for us?